sale will each have the Evelyn arms and legs. And then I've got one, if you look on my page, it's already finished. It has, I think it's Ruby arms and legs on it yet. So those are coming up. And I may or may not get to, I've got some little cupcake kits that I may or may not get to before Christmas. I'm toying with doing Avatar babies, so that will be a new thing for me, so we'll see how that goes. Wanted to go over a couple of things I still have available for sale. First of all, I have got several of the little baby blocks. You see them sitting here to the right of me. I did a lot of baby blocks, for the doll show. I used them, you know, on my table. They made wonderful decorations, and a lot of people bought them. So I still have some for sale. So I have two sizes of the baby blocks. These are the small size. Some of them, most of these have a letter on top and on bottom. Maybe on bottom. That one does that. Yeah, that one has one on top and bottom. Some of them have them just on top. Some of them don't have. There's one that doesn't have a letter. And then they have pictures on the sides. I bought a lot of little picture cutouts from a lady off of Etsy that goes around to different used places and buys children's books, and they can be damaged or whatever, and then she punches them out and has them as little decals. So see, that one was from a black and white page of the children's book, and these are decoupaged. And then I did some print files for the letters. So the little ones are, I believe it's 2 by 2. That's the little squirrel. Now some of these pictures, like the squirrel pictures here, did not come from children's books. They are print files that I did. Some beautiful artwork there. That's the, what is that little nutkin squirrel or something? Squirrel nutkin, I think is his name. So there's several little ones here. One of my favorite ones is the kitten. Have I got that right side up there? No, I don't. So, little kittens. And I put a K on top of it for kitten. So those are some of the little ones. I have some of those. And then I have these others, like there's a brown set here. There's a set of 4 that are done in the brown. You can purchase these blocks individually. So I sold the blocks for $12 each at the show. I've currently got them on sale, I believe, for $10. If you look on my reborns.com selling page for Little Dumplings Nursery, and I can't remember if that includes shipping or not. You'll have to look. I've got so much stuff going right now. But the bigger ones have got really pretty sticker designs that are all Peter Rabbit themed. So there's one. Just to give you an example, this one's got several different little bunnies on it. They're all scenes from the Peter Rabbit story or Beatrix Potter stories. They may not all be Peter Rabbit. There's Peter with Jemima. So that's the little brown ones. I've got a couple of the blue ones left. They were very popular, and these are made to look old, so they don't look perfect because I did them in a way to make them. I decoupaged them. I sponge painted them. The blocks themselves are sanded, but they do have a little bit of a rough edge for where you can see the wood grain. So they're done to be, they're made to look old. I like this one, it's really cute. So that's one of the blue ones. This one has got a kitten on it. Bunny. Another bunny. Yeah, those are cute. So there's a couple of blue ones. There's some peach ones. Some of the peach ones have different designs. Like this is a Jemima Puddle Duck theme. Foxy, Foxy Loxy, I think was his name. So, if you buy one, I can either pick the block out for you or you can tell me what you want on your block. So there's some of the peach ones. So there's those. And I have 2 of the vintage baby blocks left. They're done with images of vintage babies. I will say of the blocks, these 2, for some reason, you can see the graining more. They're a little more rough, and you can feel those a little bit more roughly. But like I said, it doesn't detract any from them being just absolutely adorable. They make perfect displays. So, so I got several of those. The last color is the gold. Several of those, 4 of those. Those are the blocks. Enough about the blocks. All right, Jezebel. Let's show you Jezebel. Jezebel's looking for a home. And here she is. I want y'all to look at how sweet this little baby scrunches up. She's just the most precious little thing. Look at that. Isn't she just precious? I fell in love with this sculpt when they first introduced it. I just thought it was so precious. Such a sweet little scrunchy newborn face. I love the little scrunchy newborn faces. I was very happy with the way her coloring came out. Now I'm filming this today with my my cell phone camera, so I don't know how good the coloring shows on your screen. I'm gonna take her little headband off and show you her painted hair, but I was real pleased with how everything turned out on this baby. Isn't that sweet? Let's see if I can zoom her in for a good close-up there. So she's really sweet. She's like 3 pounds and I want to say 14 ounces maybe. She's right at 4 pounds. She's very mottled. She has a very freshy newborn skin tone. So it's a darker reddish skin tone that I had one lady who actually saw her at the show come up to me, and she was African American, and she said, oh, this baby's the same skin tone color that my baby was when she was born. So if you're looking for, even though this is a Caucasian baby and it to me does not look African American in the way I painted it, and I wasn't aiming for that, but a lot of African American babies when they're born are very red, dark red, and don't have the darker pigmentation until a few days later that comes in. So so from that standpoint, if you wanted to view her, if you felt like she looked more biracial to you and that's what you're looking for, then she could be that. That's what I'm trying to say. Or even African American if you see her that way, as your African American babies that come in with the darker red skin tones that are not their full pigmentation has not come in yet. But she's just really, really sweet. She is available. And that's Miss Jezebel. Just a cute little nugget. Alrighty, who else do we have over here? A couple of things. Well, let me show you this. So you've heard me talk a lot about my dumplings bucket bags. So this is a dumplings bucket bag. This is the small size. So this is the one that I have marketed, that I said you could either use it as a diaper bag, you could use it as a purse, or you could use it as a baby tote for a small reborn, like a preemie size. So people have asked me how big of a baby could go in the smaller ones. Well, let's just open this one up and see what's inside. Inside this one we have, ta-da! Who is it? It's our little silicone. Now she is laying like this in the bag, but as you can see, she can be carried in this bag. This is my little Sleepy Gina, who is also for sale, and she is a partial silicone with quarter limbs, and she was sculpted by Angela Lewis and reborn by me. Let me get her out here where you can see her. And there she is. Look at that sweet little one. So she is sporting EcoFlex 20. She has quarter arms and feet. They just go right, let me see if I can do this one-handed, right up past the wrist there on the arms, and then right to where the ankle would be on the foot. There you go. Look at them little fat feet. And then she is a yawning, some people say crying, baby. I've rooted her lashes. She is a baldy, because as I've told you all, I don't root anymore. So she's bald. You can take her and then have somebody else root her yourself. I had one girl buy one of my bald babies and root it herself. So she's a sweetheart. And she is up on my reborns.com website as well at a phenomenal price of only $5.50. It's very hard to find her to get a silicone that's anything more than the silicone head in that price range. And this, you get the silicone quarter lambs as well. She is little, at about 15 inches long. So 15, 16 maybe inches long. And she's just the sweetest little precious thing. So somebody's really going to be happy with her. And as I said, she can fit in the small bucket bag. So let me show you. I'll put her back in there. So the way I put her in there is I lay her down and have her feet up like this, so that she's riding with her feet up. And then I position her, situate her head up a little bit better. And then when you snap it, there she is. She fits in this bag. So this is the small size bag. I sell this bag. I have it marked at 60, I believe. You'll have to go look on my page. I've actually marked them down a little bit. So they're a little bit less than 60 now. But this is the small size. These bags are very well made. Nice, one-of-a-kind material on the outside that I got from a shop that went out of business. This is a lot of his boutique cloth that no longer is available. And then the insides are lined with a quilted material. So I have this bag with the floral print that's in this small size. I have this bag with the geometric print, and then the sides are what I call scribble print that's in the smaller size. I have, for you dog or cat enthusiasts, I have the paw prints design, and then it's just got like a little blue and gray floral that goes with it. So this one could carry your baby, or if you have one of those little reborn puppy dogs, or a little silicone puppy dog, or whatever, you could do that. And it is the small size bag. And then I also have one that is a fishies theme, which I've said that if you were going to the Kansas Doll Show, their theme is under the sea, so that would go really cool with it, because it's got different kind of fish on it. And it is cream colored inside. So you've got your cream colored quilting material. And then this last bag was one I did for fun. I had some cloth, just a little bit of this biker's cloth left over. So I did a biker bag, and it's got a thick quilted handle. This one's a little bit bigger, so this one actually, because it's a little bit bigger, it would hold a little bit bigger baby if you wanted to put a baby in it. It actually will fit Jezebel. So if I took Jezebel here, who is also for sale, and I laid her down in this bag, you lay the baby in the bag with the head down and then the feet up like that, and then pull it up, the baby fits, and then you can also snap it. So Jezebel does fit in that bag, as you can see. And that's your biker bag. So that one is for sale as well. So that's my bags that I have. That's my baby that I have for sale. Two babies, Jezebel and Sleepy Gina, the silicone. I have lots of blocks. Would love to make you guys a deal. If you see something here you want more than one block, message me. We'll work out something to get you a couple of blocks if that's what you want, and we'll get it all out the door. I don't think I have a whole lot of anything else to go over with you guys today. Painting wise, I've been scouring the country high and low, and have gotten all the Genesis I could find. So if you are buying a baby from me, it is painted with Genesis heat set paints. I also discovered that I had a pretty good stash of good Genesis Heat Set Matte Varnish. I also have some of the Exodus Matte Varnish, which I'm happy with. So I'm using those varnishes. And I've got something I'm going to be experimenting with. Let me see where I put it. I haven't done it yet. If you followed anything I've written, there's a girl, Jessica Collier, who is making reborns with, let's see where I put it. She's making reborns with oil paints, which is something we all did years ago, actually. So it's kind of come around full circle. And I know I got some. I don't know where I put it now. Can't put my hands on it right at the moment. So anyways, so I got a tube of the Winton. It's Winsor Newton oil paints by Winsor Newton, and then the variety is the Winton, and it comes in a little tube. You can get them from Dip Blick. You can get them from there. Some of them, the colors are on Amazon. You can get them from the art supply places like Hobby Lobby, Michaels, that kind of thing. If you read my page, you'll see what I wrote up about it. I bought some to play around with. I'll get back with you all later as to how that goes. But I am told that you can mix that in with your Genesis paints to extend them, and it still heat sets fine. Or you can take the Winton completely by itself and thin it down with your thinning solvent and put it on the baby just like you would Genesis, and bake it for 9 minutes, not 8 but 9, at 265 degrees, just like you do Genesis. And that is how Jessica Collier is now heat set painting all her babies. I saw her babies at the Dolls of the World Expo, and they are beautiful. So she's doing really well with that. I know she's been doing it for a couple of years, or at least a year, because she was doing it when I was at Kansas last year. So I know her babies are doing well. The other thing I'm going to play around with is the Shelly Marie heat setting agent, which we talked about that before. I've got some of the Shelly Marie heat setting agent that you can get through McPherson's. I'm going to play around with adding a couple of drops of this in with the Winsor Newton, the Winsor Newton paints that are the Winton variety. I'm going to try adding a drop or two of this in with the paint and the solvent, just to make sure it has a real good adhesion, and play around with it for hair painting at one point as well. So that's kind of what I've got coming up right now. Like I said, I'm still working on my Christmas babies, my Simply Babies for Christmas. Keep an eye on my page. Hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend. Thank you to those that watched me, and to those of you that see this after the fact, hello. I'm sorry I can't talk to you live. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.